Anyways, hi everybody. I. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Abiolabygrace. You can call me Abiolabygrace, Abby, or Abiola. Okay. Anyways, you already know what this session is about. You can see the title already. I know, and some of you already asked me questions about what is Growing with Abiolabygrace all about, because I already changed the channel out of my YouTube, or is it thumbnail? I'm not sure. I'm getting used to these things. Anyway, so if you want to know what this is all about, keep watching. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So Growing with Abiolabygrace has different segments, like 3 different segments. State of worship, obviously, that's what birthed our channel, that's what birthed our space on YouTube. Okay, yeah, so state of worship, and then conversations, and then chat time with me, with moi. So for state of worship, you already know what that is all about. If you're new here, you need to see the intro video to state of worship, which is below. I have a link to it below. Okay, and also to put this out here with regards to state of worship, that if you're out there and you're not, and you've been having the urge to start something, or the zeal, or the whatever it is, or you've been led to start something and you're not sure how, please start. Take the first step, take the second, the third step, or maybe what episode are we on? I don't know. But just start, because it's in starting that you get more clarity. It's in starting that you get feedbacks. Because I mean, so many of my family members, my friends, my godparents, my parents reached out to me, on how to improve my channel, and I'm like, okay, this is wonderful. And I mean, if I didn't put myself out there, how would I have known I really had the capacity? Maybe my loved ones, my closest people, my family members knew, but other people wouldn't have known I really had the not the gift, but the capacity to be able to do this. Do you understand? So I mean, so if there's anything you've had the inspiration to start, please start. You can ask questions if you want to go ahead, but please let nobody discourage you. Okay, I mean, it's just like climbing the stairs. You take the first step to know the second step, to know the third step, if you want to jump on the fourth, however. Do you understand? And then when you look back, even if you want to get discouraged, if you look back and say, oh, you've taken so many steps, it's better you keep going ahead. I mean, you forge ahead. So just to drop that out there. Okay. Okay, and if it's even a YouTube you've been led to start, however, please just go for it. Start your YouTube channel. Start anything that has, I watched CC Yemi's maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and shout out to her, because she's a very wonderful inspiration. CC Yemi, I mean, she's not proud. Fine, maybe she won't, even if she doesn't reply individually, but at least her response and even her interest in inspiring people, she's like, start. Yes. And I know one thing that really happened to me before starting was, YouTube is already flooded. I mean, everywhere is flooded. It's just for you to come with your own grace, and then it's the one that will make a difference for you. Understood? Okay. Yeah. So let me not dwell on that. But one more thing I should say about state of worship, though, to me, and this is to encourage me, because even state of worship is more, I was telling a friend of mine that is more for me. It's helping me more. And many people have said I should come on Instagram with it, but because more people on Instagram, which maybe by God's grace eventually I'll get to uploading it on Instagram, but I really wanted to start with YouTube, because not everybody has the Instagram account, and I think for Instagram you have to have an account to be able to watch or view something. I believe so. But for YouTube, so long as you have your Gmail or the link to it, I think you should be able to watch it, right? So I think that was why I actually started with YouTube, and I'm still on YouTube, and I'm not there yet. How many subscribers do we even have? But I just and also with state of worship is the fact that I have few people that I would be inviting to sing with me, to worship with me on State of Worship under Growing with Abiolabygrace on YouTube. And they don't have access, or they're not on Instagram as well. So I mean, if they were to join me, so how would they have to log in, or even watch themselves, or see themselves, or see what needs to be improved, all those things. Like, shout out to Pastor Cindy. You guys should look out for her. She's gonna be singing with me soon by God's grace. She's a pastor and she's a music minister. Oh my goodness, you'll be blessed. And yeah, one last thing on State of Worship is start with what you have. Start with what you have. See guys, I don't, even up till now, I don't have a camera. I'm not using iPhone 11 or 10, and some of you actually have it, but you're waiting to have all the gadgets and everything. Start with what you have, you know, start with what you have. And you know, before you know it, when people see that you started, see, it was from starting and my husband knowing that okay, she's really interested in this, that he actually invested in getting me lights. But if I hadn't started but then kept saying, oh, I want to start my YouTube channel, I mean, I would have actually gotten it. I mean, it was blessed. I'm sure, from watching State of Worship, and just thought to, you know, invest in me, and I'm grateful for that as well, Obi. So anyways, that's it for State of Worship, right? I think there's one more thing I needed to say about State of Worship. I'm sorry I'm ranting, but if this video is too long, I would actually probably just cut it into two, or split it rather into two, right? Because I still want to, talking of Sisi Yemi, I actually thought to also, for people who want to start YouTube, to I'll put out a list of YouTubers that I have watched or I'm still watching and learning from, okay? And it will also inspire you guys, because you need to actually see where you're, when they say when you want to get somewhere, you need to see what the people who have gone ahead of you have been doing, right? Yes, so I would actually continue, or maybe split this video into two. It's no problem. So on one last thing on State of Worship, I need water, guys. Is you see why I just had to start with singing, because talking I'll not stop. Anyways, with State of Worship, one last thing is and that's how God affirms things to you, is one affirmation I got from Pastor Oju. Shout out to Pastor Oju of the Covenant Nation. You know, he started something recently, I think last month, declarations, and I love how he incorporated music, worship. It starts with worship, and then to declaration, and then to worship, and then it just reminded me of how before State of Worship, before I started State of Worship, I was wondering, okay, is this really, you know, do people, like, how will it seem and the likes? And I'm like, I mean, this is similar to what I'm doing on State of Worship, what he's doing, and it's just really affirming so many things. And to me, beyond words, I don't have words for it, but I definitely know what I'm feeling, and I definitely know the confirmations I'm getting. Okay, so that's it on State of Worship. So get started, and please move ahead. Okay, now let's move ahead to conversations and chat times. So conversations aspect is, that won't be just me, that will always be me and, you know, some of my guest appearances in form of my family members, you know, my parents, my husband, my children, my siblings, you know, my friends, my accountability partners, they know themselves, you know, so all of you, okay? So be ready. I'm sorry, I'm putting you guys on the spot right now, but if you know you are my friend, you are my family, if you know me, be ready for that call, because I can just call you and say, every one of you in Lagos, and like Ibadan, you know, in Nigeria, in the UK, you know, my people in the UK, my people in the Toronto of Canada, you know, my people in Surrey of Canada, in the Kasuga of Canada. Okay, you guys know yourselves. In the MB, in the Manitoba, in the Sask. You guys know yourselves. Okay, so just get ready for my call, because we're going to be having conversations that I will have to record and then bring to my audience to actually learn from. Okay, so to be honest, I ought to have started this for the longest time, and it's funny how, like, just some months ago, my friends and I were trying to, you know, walk around these things, to just have like a platform where we just have this conversations, you know, bring your views, let's respect other people's views, represent people, but we couldn't because of logistics. And I know God is leading us into, you know, how to, you know, still impact our worlds as well. So that's why I just thought of this aspect for growing with Abiolabygrace. So yes, and another thing, and the funny thing, how God also confirmed this. Some weeks ago, one of my mentors, my mentoring couple, they came visiting with their children. We had an amazing time, and you know, the wife just suddenly said, bring your tripod, your lights and the lights, let's film this, because we were having a very, you know, educating conversations about parenting. You know, they've been here the longest time, they've been here for long, and you know, inspiring we young couples on how to, you know, parent our children in this part of the world, you know, and also family, marriage. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So I mean, I just wished we really filmed it. We just joked around it and laughed off it, you know, but I really wished we actually filmed it. But hopefully I can get them around again so we can film it, because I mean, they have experience in marriage. We need to learn about these things. Maybe I will actually will share my own experience on not marriage, because I'm still young in that. But at least I spent how many years of my life being single, you know, 25 years of my life being single, so I know more on that part. So probably I'll start this my conversations or chat time with, you know, importance of singleness or singlehood or something like that, or enjoying your singlehood, something like that. So try and come up with something. Yeah, so that's for conversation. So let's just get ready to welcome my guests when they come, okay? And the third thing is chat time with me. Chat time with Abiola. Chat time with me. Should we say chat time with me? Chat time with me. Anyways, do you want to repeat after me? Chat time with me. Okay. Chat time with me is simple. I blog, so I'll just be coming up here with my, you know, to talk about whatever I blog in that particular month, or we can actually review my previous blogs and just chat about it, and, you know, also share what inspired the blog or the posts, so to say. Yeah, so I think that's all I'm thinking for chat time, actually. So maybe and also I'm open to suggestions, please. I'm open to your suggestions. If you have suggestions for me, you know, ways or things you want us to share, talk about, you know, maybe the singleness part to come on that chat time with me, because it will be me talking about my experience and me, you know, my years of being single and the like. And singleness is everything until marriage, oh, please. So that's why I said 25 years. Everything, whether you're a relationship, whether a courting, whether, you know, whatever it is, you are single till marriage. Till he puts the ring on it. Okay, you're single till he puts the ring on it, or she puts the ring on it. Whichever way. Anyways, I think with that, I've come to the end of introducing Growing with Abiolabygrace. Right? Is there anything I need to talk about? I just feel like dancing. Okay,